All right. So yeah, I was like plugging the cables into the can, putting the lime in the coconut, all that stuff.
Yeah, we'll have to cut in the robot, the robot dime. He's like, I want you to plug him and then unplug him.
Right. Yeah.
I really wish I could work that into more conversations of the.
Well, you have to become the robot dime.
No, when the guy's begging him for mercy, look into your hard drive and open your mercy file. It just looks at him and goes, file not found. It's good computer humor is what that is.
It's something. Should we start this thing?
I think you should.
Welcome again to another episode. You just can't stop
do it.
Yet.
No, I can't.
You can't stop.
You're just going to have to power through, old man. Work harder. Work harder.
Work harder, not smarter, young man. Wait a minute. That's
right. No, that's how the Army does it.
Welcome again to another episode of Drake and the Maestro. Almost relevant and almost
coherent.
No.
Now when men get to fighting, it happens here. And it finishes here. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves.
Never that.
No, never that. No.
Right. No. So I want to apologize for the last Drake and the Maestro, where I had apparently not put the lime in the proper coconut, and my microphone wasn't
the
running.
gingivitis was really getting to you. And it's just
it's
all you could do.
Oh yeah, gingivitis, no doubt about it.
It's gotta be a dentist. There's gonna be some dentist out there who's like, if his gingivitis is that bad, he needs to go see a doctor. The one dentist that found our podcast on accident.
Right. Well, I'll make sure that I put that in the meta so that if you're searching for dentist dental, that pops up. Yeah.
You get our podcast. Well, that's
right.
what they use for anesthesia. Right. They just put it on in the headphones and okay, now listen to this episode. Right. I mean, by the end, we'll come back and
our episodes are on all the better sleep already. So
that's right. Apparently,
there you go.
It's there's another guy that does a podcast. He also does a lot of YouTube videos that says guys will recognize, like if people recognize him out in public, the husband will come and be like, "Oh, I love your videos, yada yada yada," right? And the wife will be really confused until he starts talking because the wife has never actually watched his videos. She's just heard them coming from the other room.
Right. She's experienced them by proxy. Yeah.
Right. So she only knows what he sounds like. She doesn't know what he looks like.
Well, that's kind of what goes on here, too.
That's our podcast. That's our podcast. Yeah. It's on in the other room while you're doing stuff, which is totally fine. If we are your white noise in the background,
right?
I'm fine with it. I'm totally okay with that. If we are the white noise on in the background while you're doing like needlepoint or playing Call of Duty or whatever, cool. It's good enough for me. I do it with TV shows all the time.
I think we would be honored to be white noise. I don't know if we've reached white noise status.
I think white noise would be an upgrade for us.
Yeah. It's more like
no. We are white noise. If we get upgraded to background noise, that's the upgrade. We're already white noise.
And
because that's what you play on your sleep machine.
Someday we hope to be
foreground noise.
Well, at least the second screen experience, right?
Right. So that's what foreground noise is. That's the thing that's on the second screen or on the main screen while you're doing something on your phone.
All right. Well, since we've bored people enough with that, I have a choice for you.
Do you? Is it where I'm going to be executed?
Do you like?
Do I get a choice?
Do you like how the county website went 404 right at tax time? Isn't that awesome?
Oh, that was great. That was just excellent. I loved that so much. I'm looking at my property taxes, going, why are they like $1,000 higher than last year, or at least trying to see them? I had to do an end run around the county website to go find the website that allows me to pay my property taxes. Because the county website went down because everybody in the county, all like 1,000 of us, all decided to go to the website at the same time, and apparently that was too much traffic.
Right, because the entire county is slapping their forehead going, it's how much? And they're going to the website. And so the website goes 404. So brilliant job to the county clerk to have a website that can't, you should traffic test your website.
Yeah, they can't handle more than 4 people clicking on your website at the same time. Well, yeah, everybody went in there, looked at their property taxes, went there, how much? Except for like my 80-year-old neighbor down the street whose property tax is like $80 because she's 1,000,000 years old. Very sweet lady. I've cut trees down for her. She's the one that let me in her house when I locked myself in the white truck when I was going to work, and I had to call you from her house so you could bring me the keys.
Yeah.
It was the middle of winter. That's not the dumbest thing I've ever done, but it's up there. It's the middle of winter. I start the truck. I close the door, and I think I was going up to lock the front door. It's like, oh, I forgot to lock the front door. And I locked the front door, and then I go back to the truck, and the door's locked. And this truck does not have electronic locks. So it's not like I bumped the button to lock it as I was getting out or something.
Those are real locks.
Yeah, it was a WT. It was a work truck. It had an AM radio and no floor mats. Like, it's the basic truck.
And you'll like it.
And it was, and the only reason the door was locked was because it became habit when I was getting out to lock the truck so that it wasn't unlocked, just sitting there. And so I had to go to, I went to our immediate neighbor's house. She didn't answer the door, which not surprising. She comes and goes at all hours of the day and night. I went to the next door, her next door neighbor, knocked on her door, and she let me in, and I was able to call you. Hey, I locked the keys in the truck and my phone's in the truck. Can you come bring me the keys? And I think you were up north.
And the windows are down and it's starting to rain.
Right. And the windows are down. No, the windows were up and it was the middle of winter. So it was very cold.
Yeah.
And yes, I think you were up north because it didn't take you very long to get there from where you were. But anyway,
yeah,
I then asked her if she had a milk bottle, and I was able to chicanery my way into my own house.
With a milk bottle and a credit card.
Yeah, and a library card. What was the unfortunate part was
it's good thing,
my keys were...
Good thing the garage door takes Visa. That's all I got to say.
Well, it doesn't anymore. That's all I'm going to... And all I'm going to say is it doesn't anymore. Well, let's just say you don't want to open that door because where you're going, you won't need roads.
There's a reason why we call it the pit of despair.
That's right. It was unfortunate because... Not only was my phone in the truck, my wallet was in the truck, and my keys were in the truck. So I had nothing.
Yep. That's
so let that be a lesson to you folks. If you're going to start your truck in the middle of winter, either roll the window down or, don't lock the doors.
Or maybe just stay with it while it's running.
Well, I guess if you're going to do that,
that's how we
stay with it while it's running.
That's how we prevent theft.
And forest fires. But that's not the point right now.
That's right.
Yeah, if you're going to go lock your front door, shut the truck off, get out, go take the keys with you, go lock the door, then get back in the truck, restart the truck, and then leave.
Right, because there's been an incident.
What should have been a 2 or 3 second thing of me walking up to the door, locking the door, getting back in the truck, and leaving became a 2-hour thing.
Right. Good thing you leave 2 hours early for work. That's all I got to say about that.
Well, some of us got a hard work ethic beat into us by our parents.
Yeah. Oh, you're so it's so terrible for you.
It's great. It's awful. It's definitely not saved my bacon several times.
Yeah. So we won't talk about that. All right.
You were going to mention a different incident.
You're looking for a new career is what I kind of investigating careers. So
I'm investigating. I'm looking around.
I've got one for you. Okay. This one, $71,000 a year. Okay.
Okay. It's not bad so far. It's not great, but it's not bad.
Got it from the
Solid middle class
website. Yeah. So you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Get paid big bucks to sniff armpits. People are being hired by fragrance and cosmetic companies to test effectiveness of their perfumes and deodorant. This requires employees smelling an armpit of those who have just been working out on a treadmill for an hour. The salary works out to $71,000 a year.
Oh.
Now, you would think that I'm telling you to go get the job sniffing the armpit, right? But I'm not. I'm telling you to go get the job of the guy that's getting sniffed. Because I'd
rather be the armpit. Hey, look, I got a lot of extra folds I could use. You could get several products on my body at once.
They just have to make.
I got 2 armpits, and then I got the man.
No, you'll put the image in the listeners' heads, and then it'll ruin some people's days. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Sir, there are children that listen to this podcast.
I say so.
I hope there aren't.
Yeah. Well, they're not supposed to be.
You hear that, children? Stop listening.
Right.
We know you're out there. Stop it.
Put the podcast down. Just walk away. Tell an adult.
Listen, I know you lied on your... I'm talking to you specifically. I know you lied on your Spotify application thing when you were filling out your birth date. Knock it off. I did it when I was your age. That's how I know you're doing it. Stop it. And if you don't think I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you.
Which makes me wonder about the new... Have you seen the new John Wick ballerina movie thing?
No. I've heard of it.
I haven't either. And I've seen it. I've seen like the trailer, because next to Train to Busan in English, they also show me the teaser for John Wick Ballerina, right? But
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah,
it's a whole
that
different
too.
movie.
But it's and I'm thinking, wait a minute, the ballerina. It's the ballerina. Is it like? It looks like it's going to be like Charlie's Angels, like the remake, when the women are defeating the multiple attackers with high kicks and body odor. You know,
which remake? Are we talking about the Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu remake?
Yeah,
with Bernie Mac. You're gonna diss the Bernie Mac?
No, I'm not
Lucy
dissing
Liu,
the Bernie Mac.
Charlie's Angels remake that was totally tongue in cheek.
No, I'm looking at the implausibility of the high kicks and the whatever, because
that was the whole point.
I missed the whole point.
I feel like the point of the Charlie's Angels movie, the remake, went right over your head. There was a whooshing noise as it went by.
Well, I better rewatch it again just to see.
It's a comedy.
It is a comedy, no doubt about it.
It's not a serious action movie. That's a comedy. I mean, just Bernie Mac alone makes it a comedy.
Okay.
A comedy.
A comedy? Okay.
A comedy, even. I think I had one of those for lunch. A comedy.
Well, then their fighting style must have been Kung Fume, I suppose.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. All right. We're not going to go out on that joke because that was terrible.
That was terrible. That's what, All right. I won't even dignify that with a pity laugh.
I shall redeem myself, sir.
You sure?
Yeah, I have a friend, I do, who ships various electronic items that he rebuilds.
Did he ship his pants?
Somebody shipped their pants.
I shipped my mattress yesterday.
Good for you.
Those are my favorite. That's my favorite ad. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, they're pretty good. He's got to ship these electronic things that he fixes, like old radios, stuff like that. And so customer ships, and what happens is the people ship their. I can't say it without laughing.
You're welcome.
It's like the love game, but for shipping. They ship the thing to him, and then he fixes it and ships it back. Seems pretty simple, right?
You'd think.
You'd think. And so he got a customer that gets a hold of him and goes, "Hey, my package was returned to me. I tried shipping it to you. Is your address correct?" And he says, "Yes, it's correct. It's the UPS store," because he has everything just held at the UPS store, and then he goes and gets them.
Right. Also, these people from shipping shady stuff to your house.
He does a investigation on the tracking number. He asks the customer to give him the tracking number. And he goes in investigation and finds out from, I'm looking at you, UPS, the carrier marked down now you did some delivery stuff, right? Some shipping delivery things. The carrier, the delivery person marked down they couldn't find the address. And the address is the UPS store.
Huh.
Yeah.
Somebody didn't want to go to work that day.
That's what I'm thinking. They just took the whole can't find and just sent it all back and never left the parking lot.
We had someone get fired for doing that.
Yeah.
We had it was the first time that happened. There was a lady that was doing the deliveries. She got through like her first 15-ish stops. I don't know how she thought she was going to get away with this, because at the point that she did this, so the routes were like 200 stops, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
That's a lot of package that you can't find. You're telling me out of 200 stops, you couldn't find 175 of them, or whatever. And she took her entire van and went, can't find, couldn't deliver. Like she alternated back and forth, like couldn't deliver, can't find, couldn't deliver, can't find, couldn't deliver, can't find. Did her entire van, and then took the van home, went back to bed, and then at 6:00 at night drove the van back to the Amazon facility because she knew that the big boss wasn't going to be there. The guy that ran the company, right?
Yeah.
It was just going to be the Amazon people. Dropped all the bags off with the packages, emptied the van out, drove the van back to the parking area, parked it, and went back home.
Okay.
And Amazon was like, that's weird that all these packages got marked not delivered, right? Or not able to find, couldn't deliver, right? That was it basically triggered something in the system, in the primitive AI system. Was like, hey, this doesn't seem physically possible that this many deliveries in a row couldn't be found. So then that led Amazon to pulling up the GPS tracker on her little phone thingy.
I was going to ask about that, yeah.
And going, oh, that's because she went here, sat there for 20 minutes, and then went over to this address, sat there for 5 or 8 hours or whatever, and then drove back to the DC, and then parked her van.
Yep.
And then when they asked her about it, of course she folded immediately.
Well, sure. Never push a
Because
bad
they
position.
presented her with the they presented her with the evidence of like, hey, what were you doing and why did you mark all these undelivered? She's like, I just didn't feel like working, so I went home.
Yep.
And so she was like, well, that's good. You no longer have a job, so you don't have to worry about that. Get out of here.
You'll get that on those big jobs, you know.
You will on those Amazon jobs. Yeah, I think there might have been some of that, or maybe there was a clerical error from the UPS store. It's just like, oopsies. Had that happen a few times too.
Well, every now and again I get that out here because, like, again, middle of nowhere. So whoever's delivering out here.
Yeah,
like,
your UPS driver and your FedEx driver and I are going to have some words if I ever see them.
Well,
specifically your FedEx driver. I'm calling out FedEx. They're the worst.
Yeah, when we did our packaging tests for our product, we tested against FedEx. We put G load G accelerometers on the packages where at different G's they would burst and put them inside the package. So I'm not going to tell you what our company name is, but you carriers better be careful because we put accelerometers inside the package so that we and the customer can both see if it's been exceeded the G load that the package is supposed to. And then we're coming for you for replacement because the product we ship is very expensive.
And kind of delicate. I mean, it's not super delicate, but it's kind of delicate.
But it's not going to tolerate 50 Gs, that's for sure.
I don't think many things would.
No.
Unless they're made of plastic.
And that's the limit we put in. We put 50 G accelerometers inside the package, and we've had
I remember
them
that.
first.
I remember seeing the stickers.
Yeah.
Inside the packaging.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a real problem with FedEx, because I've had that happen, where it's like, hey, your package is on the delivery vehicle, and then it's on it all day. And at the very end of the day, it's like 6 o'clock at night, oh, we couldn't deliver your package today. It'll be back tomorrow.
Right.
So what?
Yeah. Yep. And I know exactly what's going on too. And a couple of those I've received, they're from different vendors. Walmart, it'll be Walmart, it'll be.
It doesn't matter what it is. It's the guy.
No.
It's the delivery guy. It's himself.
And some of them are product that, let's just think of it like a candy bar, almost like the chocolate. You can tell.
Chocolate.
You can tell it stayed in the van overnight and is being redelivered today. It never even was unloaded. You can tell.
No, because what they do is they push that stuff to the front.
Yeah. So when I get that tracking information and I see the, it's been delayed, and then we're gonna. I know exactly what happened. Someone looked at the destination address and said, "Oh, heck no."
Yeah, it's way too late for me driving out there. Screw that. I won't be home till like whatever time.
Right.
How is it that I didn't have a fly in here all day, and then all of a sudden I'm doing this recording, and all of a sudden now there's a fly buzzing around me? Where did you come from?
Those are fans. Those are our. You've got groupies now.
Oh, geez. Mm-hmm. Well, they can leave me alone.
It's like yesterday. My wife goes out to the porch, and there's been some buzzing around the door. She walks out the door, and it's a little slow to close the screen door behind her. It's like a swarm of murder hornets coming in. Like, oh no!
You sure they weren't B-12s?
Whatever
B-52s?
they were, the bug assault gun took them down. Yeah, it was just the best product I think that's come along in a decade. Is the bug assault. It's just so much fun. You load it with table salt,
the bug assault.
And then it's great. No batteries needed.
No, it's like a squirt gun, but with murderous intent.
Correct. You just said it. That's it. And we don't get paid. We're not going to dime from bug assault people. We just talk about products that we like or dislike on our own.
They have a revolver that uses like cap gun loads to fire the salt.
Awesome.
The old bang bang cap guns.
Right, I remember.
Yeah, they make a revolver that uses those.
I haven't seen that. That's cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. I was looking to get one for my. I was looking at getting a bug assault for my truck for the flies.
Right,
because you'll be parked
get a holster
all night long.
You should get a holster. You should get a holster for it, right? And maybe even a double rig, and then wear Western clothes, but in cartoonish colors. You look like a walking Yosemite Sam cartoon with the oversized, colorful gun,
like a pastel,
like
Western style shirt, and then I don't know,
green boots and
green pants and like regular cowboy boots.
Yeah, you look like a walking cartoon with your cartoon gun and That'd be perfect.
I don't know if I ever talked about it on the podcast. Did I ever tell you about the whole cowboy I saw?
The whole cowboy.
Well, there's a middle word in there, but we're trying to be family friendly, so
Yeah.
he was a whole donkey cowboy.
He's a funky cowboy, was he?
Donkey. The other word for donkey.
The biblical word even.
Yes, the biblical term. Yes, the biblical term for donkey. He was a whole biblical donkey cowboy, and because this dude gets out of a long nose mid-90s Peterbilt with a little coffin sleeper. He's pulling.
You'd have to.
He's pulling a cattle trailer full of cows. He's got worn, beat up cowboy boots, denim jeans, like regular worn denim jeans, big belt buckle belt, and a Colt Peacemaker strapped to his hip, a real one. Big, silver nickel and the whole deal. Flannel pearl snap button down shirt, and a big cowboy hat. I don't know if he got out. He did have spurs. That's right, he did have spurs. You just said that. I was like, did he have spurs? Oh yeah, he did.
Oh, because if he's not making the ching as he walks, no.
Well, he had real spurs, not the show spurs that make that ching noise. He had real functional spurs. They don't rattle.
Now so there's some spurs that are pointy and some are just blunt. I imagine he's using the blunt ones.
Well, there's the ones that make that ching are what they call show spurs.
Yeah.
They're usually fancier, and the wheels are looser, right? Because they're for show. They're for like riding in a show. They're appearance based, not function based. Real spurs, those wheels are tight. They don't rattle or anything. They just rotate.
Shows you how much I know.
I ended up watching. I fell down a rabbit hole about it one time. I don't know how. I ended up on a rabbit hole about spurs, but I did.
So, listeners, this is the accidental knowledge, the involuntary knowledge segment.
Yeah, this is what happens when you're on YouTube for way too long and you have ADHD and can't stop watching videos because you need to learn things. And yeah, he had spurs, and I didn't know he could have walked off the set of Deadwood and been or Gunsmoke and fit right in.
Did he use any of the following terms? Newfangled or galoot or anything like that?
Not that I heard, but he did order McDonald's, so
Oh, that evens out then. It all balances out.
I'm looking at this guy going, that is a whole cowboy. There's no half measures about him. There's no that's a whole cowboy. He could have rode to this McDonald's on a horse and it would have been just as believable.
The horse might have made it less authentic at that point. Oh.
Yeah. I think that actually the horse would have made it performative.
Yeah.
I think what sold me on it was the revolver. Was the Colt 45 on his hip. I'm just like, yeah, that guy's not playing cowboy. That guy's an actual cowboy.
Yeah.
That is an actual cattle rancher that just happens to be driving a truck.
Probably has a lariat with him in the cab, the whole thing.
Yeah. I did talk to him. We were both standing in line for our McDonald's. My older
did he
was
sound like he came from
larger.
New York? Because that would be hilarious if he was had a New York accent. That would be funny.
He had kind of a Midwest accent. He's from Wyoming. I found out he's from Wyoming.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
And I was up in Reno. So coming from Wyoming, that makes sense. He's going across the top of going across 80 into California, or I think he was coming out of California going back to Wyoming. I don't remember exactly, but
did you go up to him and go, "Hey, Sam Elliott, big fan"?
I said, "You are a whole biblical donkey cowboy, aren't you?" And he goes, "Yep, I can tell."
Awesome.
He was a nice guy. But yeah, he's like, I just picked up a bunch of cattle for my ranch and I'm taking them back to Wyoming. I was like, yeah, it shows.
He's unlike one of my assistant managers that worked for me years ago, who was known to, shall we say, stretch the truth. And the side note, I mean, this wasn't his fault, but he was one of those people that you never knew which eye to look at when you're talking to him.
Oh, he had looking eyes.
He's got like a catfish. It's like one eye going one way.
He's got looking eyes. One eye's looking at you, one eye's looking for you.
Exactly. So he comes in for his shift and he's all dressed up in Western gear. It's Western wear. It's straight out of the JCPenney catalog, man.
Yeah, performative Western wear.
Yeah. I'm like, well, that's a snappy outfit. It's like, oh yeah, I had to take a bunch of horses to wherever this morning. I'm like, dude, just come out and just say I just felt like being a cowboy today or something, because I could respect that, because if you're taking horses anyway, first of all, you don't smell like it. You smell like Axe body spray, or actually it wasn't Axe back then. It would have been high
Brute.
karate, or Brute, high karate, something like that. Like there's
Old
no
Spice,
way.
maybe.
Yeah. No, he wasn't an Old Spice man. He was a little more, trendy. So it might
wasn't that classy.
No, it was. And if you really want to play it, you wear Stetson brand, right? Stetson has a cologne, or they did.
The Stetson Gold.
Yeah, definitely not Ralph Lauren or anything like. It would have been like Polo. It would have been high karate, or something else that's
high karate sounds like something I yell when I'm trying to do a karate chop. High karate,
and that's what his cologne does to you when he approaches.
It's because he's wearing too much of it.
It does that to your olfactory senses. It's an olfactory offender, shall we say? Yeah. So he was doing the, and it had the shirt with the simulated pearl buttons and the fringy things across the back, and it was
the I like to shoot people shirt.
Kinda. Yeah. And
there's 3 levels of Western shirt, right? There's the I like to talk about guns. There's the 3 levels of there's like the really basic Western, like really, the working man's Western shirt, right? Like no real designs on it or anything like that, right? Regular buttons. That's the I like to talk about guns shirt, right? The next level of that is the like pearl snaps, maybe plaid, maybe a pocket, but no fringes or anything like that. No extra frilliness of it. Just got the pearl snaps. That's the I like to shoot guns shirt, right? And then you have what your friend there was wearing, which is like the ultimate Western shirt with like the big shoulder designs and the fringes and the pearl snaps and the whole deal. Yeah. And that's the I like to shoot people shirt. Those are your 3 levels of Western shirt. I like to talk about guns. I like to shoot guns. I like to shoot people.
Just remember,
guns don't kill people. I do.
That's one of the best parts of UHF. It's in the background.
Yeah, it's on the TV monitor.
It's in the it's like a background throwaway joke. Let's just
you've got too many jokes when you have jokes to throw away. That's all I got to say about that. Which is not like this podcast, which we can't spare a single one.
No, we got to have them all. We got to use them all. Otherwise, it's just nothing.
Poor guy.
We might as well release 45 minutes of dead air.
He was a decent manager. He's a decent assistant manager and a decent guy. He just felt really inadequate. So he always had to, he's kind of a story topper, And I felt,
is that the guy that you eventually forced him to lock in the personality of Buford?
No, that was a different guy. That was a high school kid.
Okay, I was just curious because that seemed like it was leading that way. Because I know you told me about the guy that was like every time he was on the drive-through, he was Buford.
Don't you think I should tell the listeners too now?
Yeah, no, you should. You should definitely. You have to follow the other guy, the loser, up with the good guy.
Yeah, and so I had another employee at a different place. This place had a drive-through. Okay, it wasn't a restaurant, like a sit-down restaurant or whatever. It's a drive-through. Well, I guess it has a sit-down. It's a fast food place. And
there you go. And you get there eventually.
The entire shift, the crew was joking around with making up joke names. And this one kid who was as blonde and blue-eyed as you could get, as Midwestern kid as you could get, right? And he was doing this joke, deep Southern accent, and everybody's calling him Buford. I told him, okay, his name was Ed. I said, Ed, if you're going to continue with doing the thing, the accent and everything, I'm changing your name to Buford, and you're going to have to work as Buford. And he said something like, well, that just suits me just fine. So I went in the back.
Great, I have Gomer Pyle working for me.
I went in the back. I drug out the name tags, and I made him a new name tag that said Buford. I'm going, here, this is your name tag. You will wear, and you are now Buford. You will never break character while you're at work. He's like, well, that just suits me fine. So he walks right back up to the register because he was working the bag register. And, hi, my name is Buford. How may I take your order today? And I'm listening to people back over the speaker because the speaker, at least back then, came up over a speaker. It wasn't like on a headset.
No, it came over the main speaker in the back.
Right by the register.
Yeah, everybody could hear it. It wasn't just over the headset. It was in the middle of the ceiling, and everyone could hear it that was in the back.
Right.
That was probably some people in the lobby.
Back before, well, yeah, sure. That was before you had a computer screen in front of every station, everyone's staring at it to figure out what they should do. You're supposed to listen to the speaker and start making the order as the customer's giving you the order. And so I noticed that more and more people are like, well, hello, Buford.
Oh, hello.
And then I come up to them like, you better stay in character the whole time. And so the people come, well, hello. And we had people coming after about a week. People come around the drive-thru and say, hey, is that Buford? Well, it certainly is.
Oh, you did. You turned the kid into Gomer Pyle.
I bought him a Stetson. I went to the mall. I bought him a Stetson. I go, here, when you're walking in and out of the building and you're in the uniform, you're wearing this hat. And then eventually I said, you know what? You're just wearing a hat. Never mind the hat that the business wants you to wear. You're wearing that hat. And I turned him into the shift celebrity.
Know what? I've been to some fast food restaurants in the South, specifically in Texas and Oklahoma, where someone, if not a couple people in the store that are working there, are wearing cowboy hats.
Yeah, it's like they have in the employee manual says you wear our hat or the cowboy hat of your choice. You know.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where like you wear it long enough and it's just attached to your head. I don't think they're physically capable of taking it off. I think it's like a part of. It's like Richard Petty's amulet, right? We've talked about that before. I know we've talked about that before.
Yes,
but it's like that, right? Their hat is part of their power, and if they remove it, they like shut off for the night. So like that's how they power down at the end of the day. They take the hat off. It's like they fall back in bed. They go to sleep. They start the boot up like their cat or something, like pushes the hat back onto their head in the morning, and that's how they wake up in the morning.
Yes, it's like the Chuck Norris movies. There's the bearded Norris and there's the non-bearded Norris. And the bearded Norris has way more power than
because the non-bearded Norris is the only time he died.
Yeah.
The only loss he's ever suffered was when he was non-bearded Norris.
So I'm watching the news, and you know when Chuck Norris does little cameos and little appearances here and there, I'm like, oh, thank goodness he's still got his beard. You know, because as soon as that beard goes, you know, Chuck goes with it. Because he's like what, 150 or something.
He's starting to look like it.
Well, he was
Speaking of celebrities, we're surprised are still alive. I was surprised. I got Mandela effect with William Shatner. I thought for sure he had passed away at some point recently.
He did,
and I saw on the news.
A robot. That's an android.
Ah, okay. Well, that explains a lot.
Yeah, Star Trek. Come on,
he made some comment about a TV show he was doing, and I'm like, he's still alive and acting?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's doing that Unexplained series thing where he does.
I don't know if we call it. We just call that. I was going to say, we don't really call it acting. It's more Shatnering.
Yeah, it's a whole different category.
We've covered this. I don't know if we covered it. I have a feeling we've covered it on the podcast. That William Shatner.
But why not cover it again?
Well, William Shatner isn't acting. William Shatner is a character that plays other characters for whoever is really William Shatner.
Right. That's right.
It's the role of he is the role of his own lifetime.
It's the role of his lifetime. Yes.
Yeah. Because he never stops acting like that. Exactly. It'll be a sad day when he goes. A sad day.
Yeah.
Well, that's bring the podcast down.
Well, I was going to say on that disappointment, it's time to go. Thank you for listening. Yeah. If you need to get a hold of us for questions, arguments, corrections,
threats,
you can whatever promises of increased podcast circulation. You can reach us at Drake and the Maestro. No, it's Drake and Maestro. See, I even did it that time. Drake and Maestro at Outlook.com. That's Drake and Maestro at Outlook.com. Of course, always you can leave comments in the various formats. You might be getting us, unless of course you're listening to us on the sleep machine, in which case if you've made it this far you probably need to see a doctor.
Yeah, you might need to get on whatever the equivalent is for sleep aids. I forget what they're called these days. I don't know any of the new.
Get some Ambien or melatonin or something.
Tune
in next week or tune in next time when the Maestro says
silence
and adios.
Adios.
When you get out of here.
No, I'll kill you. Just silence.
All right, Ahmed.
Well, the I'll kill you is implied.
Are you ready to sleep now? You know, you and the flies?
It's just one fly, which makes it worse somehow. Because he'll just disappear for a while, then all of a sudden he'll be back.
3 days later, he'll be back. That's the annoying thing. I've had that too, where you got a fly in the truck and then you forget about him.
Well, then you're driving and you
days.
never see him. You don't see him all day, and then you park, and then all of a sudden it's like, where were you earlier when I could have let you out a window?
Right. Or I needed some company. Now you're just annoying.
Yeah. Do you think the fly gets confused? Like it gets in the truck in like Ohio, and then you're in Arizona, and it finally gets out, and it's like, where did I end up?
Oh,
What-
where's my family?
went-
Oh,
Yeah, it's like
I only
you know,
live. I only live for a week. What's going on?
What's going on? Well, you think like flies that end up in planes, that they land somewhere else, across the country or whatever, and they come out of the plane and they get confused. Do you think they just start flying into other metal tubes to see if that'll
Well,
take
I
them
think-
back to where they came from?
Maybe, or they're just flying. They're just seeing the country for free. Like
those cheap-
suckers.
Those cheap bastards.
I don't have to. I want to go over here, and I don't have to fly all the way. Ha
I just flew from Singapore, and boy, are my arms tired.
ha. Yeah, that's right. No,
Thanks,
I
Yakov
think
Smirnov.
they might be. They might be a little confused momentarily, but I think we've seen because the numerous amounts of invasive species of insect and all other things. They adapt pretty well. Like, oh, I'm in a new place.
that-
Time to take over.
It's that clip from Jeremy Clarkson. Oh no! Anyway,
Right. Exactly.
back to whatever I was doing.
Looking for a pilot. Well, now,
There's plenty of those around.
yeah, some of them are holding a steering wheel.
Well, I was going to go there, but yeah, sure. That's
I
what you
did
want
it
to say
for
about
you
people.
because I know you wanted to.